Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So today in this video we're taking a look at this extension box from Zebronics, and the model number of this particular extension box is, as you can see on the box, it's ZEB PS5320. I got this from Amazon.in for 901 rupees. You can also buy this from Flipkart for about the same price, but the price keeps on changing, so keep checking when and buy this when the price is the lowest. So this particular extension box, as you can see, comes with 5 sockets, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 6th socket is your 2 USB port socket 1. The advantage of this particular extension box is that it comes with individual switches and their individual indicators, so that you can tell which socket is turned on and which socket is turned off. And with the individual switches, you can decide which device you want to turn on and which device you want to turn off. There are extension box available in the market that are cheaper and comes with a single button, but the problem is if you are turning off one device, you will have to turn off all the devices because there is only one switch. So that is the advantage of multiple individual switches, so that you can decide which one you want to turn on and turn off. So this is pretty much the packaging, and as you can see at the top, you can see the specs are written here. It can support 2500 watt. The length of the cable is about 2.65 meters. 5 sockets as I've just shown you, and it also comes with 2 USB sockets with 2.1 ampere support, which is combined for both of these. So that is the maximum current that you can get from both of these. So there is that. And again, on the left side, the same thing is written here. One other thing on this particular unit is that it also comes with overload protection. So if you are taking more power from this extension box, this will turn off, and then you will have to reset this by pressing this button over here. So let me just take this out and show you how it looks. And also at the back, there is not much information given here. The same things are written here. The weight of this particular unit is 650 grams, and the material used is ABS. So this is not polycarbonate, this is ABS plastic. One more important thing, which is also very important, as you can see, this is manufactured in PR China, People Republics of China. And you would say that the Zebronics is an Indian company, which it is, but most of these companies, what they do is they import a Chinese manufactured product and they rebrand them and sell them as their own products. So as you can see, this is manufactured in China. So there is that. So let me just take this out and see how it looks and whether it is any good or not. So this is out now. Let me keep away the box. So as you can see, this is how it looks. So before we do that, let me just remove this cable tie. They've used a zip tie on top of the cable, so let me just take them out. There we go. Let's keep that aside. So they're claiming that the length of the wire is about 2.6 meter long. Let us measure that first, and to do that, I've got my tape measure here. So let me just quickly measure this. So as you can see, it is coming out about 260 centimeters. That is about 2.6 meter easily. So the length is about 2.65 meter, and this is how the unit looks from the inside. These are your individual switches. The switches seems a little hard in the beginning, but after a couple of use, they will get a little loose and it will be easier for you to press them. The plastic seems decent quality. Here you can see the Zebronics logo, and here is your overload reset button. So let me just plug this in and show you how it works. Alright, so I've turned this on. Let me turn all the switches one by one. One is working, 5 and 6. So as you can see, all the switches are working, and there is one other extra LED on the USB ports as well. So all the switches and the buttons are working at the moment. Here is your reset switch when the unit is overloaded. The plastic seems decent quality. This is how it sounds when I'm tapping it from the top. At the back, you can see it is closed with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws, and there are 2 ways you can mount this on the wall, one on the left and one on the right. So let me just start plugging in a couple of things that will give you an idea how many types of sockets it is able to accommodate. Let's start with this mosquito repellent thing. As you can see, it comes with this 2-pin plug style. So let me just plug this in. So as you can see, it plugged in without any problem. And make sure that you insert it completely in. Most people don't insert it properly, they leave it like that and they claim that their socket is loose. This is not loose, you have to completely push this in. So this is the correct position, and as you can see, it had no problem accommodating this. Now let's try something else. Now I've got this another extension box here. It has a normal local 2-pin plug that you can buy in the market as a spare part. Let's see if this is working or not. So as you can see, this is also working. So the local 2-pin plug is also working. Now let me try one of the biggest thing that I have, which is my 2-pin plug charger. As you can see, this is my 2-pin charger for AA AAA size batteries. So let me try plugging in this one, and as you can see, there is not enough space. There is not enough space for me to plug this bigger thing. So if you want to plug bigger things, wider things like this one, you will need to plug them apart. You can't use the adjacent port at the same time. So I'll have to put this in this one, and as you can see, it had no problem accommodating that charger as well. Although if you're using these wider things, you can still able to plug these 2-pin plug, because there is they don't take much space, so it will still go in and you will still be able to use this without any problem. But if you are using two wider things at the same time, you will not be able to plug them one after the other. So there is that. So we've tried these different types of sockets. Now let's try one other thing, which is my Nokia old style charger. So as you can see, in this particular charger, there is the earth pin is your plastic, and again 2 metal prongs. Let's see whether this old style charger will plug in or not. So as you can see, it plugged in without any problem. Let's see whether it is charging my phone or not. So this is my Nokia phone, and as you can see, my phone is now charging. So it is easily able to accommodate my Nokia charger. And make sure you completely press everything in, only then it will make a good contact. So there is that. So we've seen that I was able to plug very different kind of things without any problem. 3-pin plug, 2-pin plug, so it will be able to accommodate almost all types of plug. One other thing I want to show you is that a lot of people ask questions whether you are able to plug side sockets in this side type of plugs. As you can see, it is extended towards the side, not like a vertical. So let me try this in the horizontal position. So as you can see, I am able to plug this in without any problem, but at the same time I'm covering this socket. So what you have to do is make sure, if you are ever using this type of plug, you plug this on the leftmost side of the extension box, so that you will not cover any port here. So if I plug this in here, as you can see, because there is no socket here, I'm not covering any other socket, and I can easily plug other sockets in this one. So this is what you need to do with these types of sidely extended adapters or chargers. So that's pretty much what we have inside our house, and that's pretty much what we plug in. These types of extension box are not rated for high power devices, right? It's mostly for chargers, televisions, charging other devices. Although you can run your high power devices for a couple of minutes, right, but not continuous load. So as you can see, I was able to accommodate different types of plugs without any problem, and the build quality seems decent. I forgot to mention about the cable. The cable feels decent, but it is very flexible. I'm not sure what kind of cable that they have used inside, but the outer casing of the cable is very thick. So there is that. Okay, so now that we've tested all the sockets and it was able to accommodate a wide variety of plugs, let us test the USB ports. They're claiming that it is capable of delivering 2.1 amperes at 5 volts. So let us test that, and for that I will be using my USB meter. Alright, so I've got my USB meter here. So let me just plug this in. There we go. As you can see, my meter turned on. As you can see, at the moment we are getting 5 volts. Let me increase the current. 1.5 amperes, 1.8 amperes, 1.2, and they say that it is able to deliver 2.1 amperes. So we are getting 2.1 amperes, and if I increase the current furthermore, it stops working. So at 5 volts, 2.1 amperes, it has no problem. So let me bring that back to 2.1 amperes. So as you can see, 5 volts, 2.1 amperes, without any problem it is able to output, and which is what is written on the box. So the specs on the USB ports are correct. I've been using this unit for more than 7 days now, and one thing I want to tell is that when you are charging your phone using these sockets, it does heat up a little bit, and usually they don't use very good quality charging unit in these types of extension box. So make sure you don't use it all the time for charging phones. The reason I bought this is for charging low power devices such as small devices like your MP3 players and wireless earphones and smartwatches like this one. So this is my wireless earphone. They take very less power and they will not heat this up at all. So small devices, you can easily use them. You can also charge your phone without any problem, but again, as I said, it heats up a little bit, which may reduce its life a little bit, but that is not a big problem because you're still getting individual switches, which is really nice. So overall, I think this is a decent purchase in my opinion, and for 901 rupees, I think this is a decent buy. If you're getting this for more than that, do not purchase this particular one. Look in the market for other units, but for 901 rupees, I think I can recommend this, although I would still say that the price could have been a little lower. As I always say, I think 800 rupees is 800 or even 700 rupees is a decent price for these types of extension box. And in this video, we've shown you, I've connected different types of devices, and I've shown you that it was able to accommodate a wide variety of plugs without any problem. I've also shown you the unit, the measurement of the USB ports. It was able to give 2.1 amperes without any problem, and all the individual LEDs and buttons are working. Now about the future, whether how long the socket will last or how long the buttons or indicators will last, that only time will tell, but as for now, it is working fine and I'm happy with my purchase. So with that, let me conclude. I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.